Hey, what's up, y'all? Alex here in the Beaches neighborhood of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's Victoria Day, which is a holiday here in Canada. As you can see, everybody is out enjoying the beautiful weather, even though it's around 15 degrees Celsius. But I don't mind the cool breeze because, I didn't even need to wear my sweater. In fact, not really anybody's wearing one, to be honest. But yeah, we're just taking a walk through Woodbine Beach Park and Ashbridges Bay Park around half an hour ago. And now we're here at Woodbine Park itself. And there's Lakeshore Boulevard West, and behind me is Northern Dancer Boulevard. So I thought let's make another walking video. I haven't walked along here in a while. Although the last time I did a walking video on Lakeshore Boulevard East was back in October at around sunset. And while it was beautiful that time, I did encounter some issues because there's so much freaking construction, but not here though. So I think the plan for this one is to head to Jones. I'm gonna pop into the Tim Hortons and get like a iced cappuccino, maybe the new Oreo mocha. I enjoyed it last week, even though I had to wait like 11 freaking minutes at the one at Union Station. That's, I talked about ranted about the Maple Leafs and their embarrassing, pathetic end to their season. Last night I was down there outside Scotiabank Arena with Sapan, Liam, and Sally, and Cousin Richard. But it really, oh man, it was so frustrating. We fucked out of there after Florida made it 5-1. What a very pathetic ass game from last night. And as I said, that's it for Mitch Marner. I like him, but he just played his last game in a Maple Leaf uniform. He's not coming back next year. You could see the look on his face. He was also pretty angry after the Leafs allowed 3 goals, the first 3 goals on the Panthers. He was like, wake the fuck up, boys. Like, you could see him raging. It's just, oh man. Well, yes, they made it to the second round, but they literally lost their 7th straight Game 7 winner-take-all game. And they're, of course, 1 game short of the Eastern Conference Finals, which they haven't been to since 2002. So yeah, another freaking heartbreaking end to this to the Maple Leaf season. But hey, we got the Edmonton Oilers. Hey, look, there's a nice Cardinal, I think. Well, we've got the Oilers left in the playoffs. Hopefully they'll bring the Stanley Cup to Canada. Guys, it's been too fucking long since a Canadian team has won the championship. And yes, the Oilers were 1 goal short of winning the cup. 1 goal. So that's how very close they were. But last night, it wasn't even close. I thought it was going to be tight. But hell no, it wasn't like that. So yeah, safe to say the Leafs are freaking losers again. I've been cheering for them ever since 2018. I was just starting high school in grade 9. All hope has been lost. So, oh man, it's just so freaking sad. Now this here was the southern part of Coxwell Avenue, but they renamed it to some native name very recently. This was Lower Coxwell Avenue. And there's the 22, which will turn to the 92. They're running special holiday service because later on tonight, a flock of people are going to come down here and take in on the fireworks at Ashbridges Bay Park. So I wanted to check out the area. But I got plans later on this evening, so I can't be down here. I'd probably rather not because, people are so freaking out of control these days. Teenagers especially, people younger than me, are always getting into trouble. Shooting fireworks, a bunch of fucking idiots just did that on the bus last week. Probably on the 12 Kingston route or the 117. This here's a bike path, but there's a sidewalk here, so we'll walk along that. And this here is a skateboard park. So I guess I could say this is the Beaches neighborhood. And then later on we'll be in the industrial Portland's neighborhood. I'm gonna go as far as Jones. I'm gonna head into the Timmy's, and then I'll probably head to Silverthorne after. But again, I still wanted to get a few videos in because it's so nice outside. Even if it's just a little bit of breeze, I'm okay with that. As long as we're enjoying this beautiful sunny day despite the depressing Leafs loss last night. I was really bracing myself for a potential heartbreaker celebration, but you know, the Maple Leafs play like shit in these Game 7s, so what more can we ask for? There's a storage facility up ahead. So now we're going to be entering the industrial part of this street. I hear a bagpipe in the background. Is that like music blasting from a speaker, or is it a real one? Maybe, oh yeah, look. This guy's holding a freaking bagpipe. Wow. Normally I hear bagpipes at ceremonial events, but someone just playing a bagpipe by himself. Maybe he's part of like some team and just getting ready for an event, but wow. That's a first for me, at least. Nobody there, so I guess that's why he's practicing. Wow. I think this is the Ashbridges Bay plant, if I'm not mistaken. Because I was wondering when I was over at Ashbridges Bay, I got a view of this facility, and initially I wasn't sure what that was. And a long time ago, the Gardner Expressway used to end right here. Although you won't see the remaining stumps from them. I think it's way up ahead, probably near like Jones or Carlaw. But the Gardner did end around here, and because it was crumbling apart, they didn't really have enough money to maintain it, so they demolished it. So some friggin' graffiti. Wonder what's beneath here. Oh yeah, it is the Ashbridges Bay plant right here. Of course, it smells because, you know, oh man, we're in a very industrial area, and I think this is is this the Canada Post? Yes, it is. It is the Canada Post. Excuse me, sorry, I'm speaking too fast. It is the Canada Post facility. And now I'm hearing rumors that they might go on freaking strike again. Like, what is up with them these days? Seriously, I really want to know. Because if they can't get their shit together, we cannot get our mail or freaking packages and shit. Like, it's just, oh man, it's such a bleak situation. Even I thought of working for them, but I don't know. You know, I was like a mailroom stalker or something like that. Sort of like what Stepan does, because he works at a UPS facility. He's a package handler, but I heard from people that's not really the best job in the world. Even Stepan doesn't talk about it too much, so I'm not going to go into that. Especially if I'm lifting so many heavy things, I would need to be strong enough. By the way, it's not Jones Avenue, it's freaking Leslie Street. My bad. I forgot. Jones. I'm so freaking stupid. It's Jones that ends at Queen, and then Leslie Street comes down here. That's what I should, oh man. That's what I should have known. Leslie comes down here, so we gotta go all the way up there. Yeah, so it's not Jones, it's Leslie. Unless I'm thinking of the 83 Jones bus. My dad used to drive along this stretch for like over 35 years ago at night. See, look, they're hiring. I don't know, maybe I'll still consider, maybe I'll try to apply for them. Even though they're in a very bleak situation, I'll try anyway. Maybe tomorrow I'll continue my job searching. Oh yeah, well now we're not too far from the end, because there is the Leslie Streetcar Barns, which opened back in 2016. And I remember going there for doors open. I was like 12. And that was when we had little new streetcars, but a lot of these we had pretty old streetcars as well. You know, the CLRVs, ALRVs. It's a nice state-of-the-art facility to replace the, well, not really replace, but you know, to bring in the capacity from the small ass Russell car house, which is in a crumbling state now. I guess we're almost at Jones. I mean Leslie, sorry. Hopefully that's the light up ahead. When I did a walking video along here years ago, I went all the way to Carlaw. But I'm not walking far. I'm just gonna go to Leslie and hop into the Tim Hortons and get something to drink. I wonder what this is, because I can easily just walk up here. That's not where I'm going. And the sounds of the seagulls are getting closer. But this facility has had a major seagull problem for a long time now. And that's why they installed these sound cannons that go off every like 15, 30 minutes or so, just to scare them away. So we might hear one. We might hear one go off. Fortunately, there's people camped out in here. Don't have anywhere to go. And then just south of here is the Leslie Street Spit, Tommy Thompson Park, and a new lookout park which opened up last summer. So the Port of Toronto would be this way. And there's the Jones bus. A lot of people out on their bikes. Let's get a thumbnail here. Okay, now my legs are starting to itch. Well, not itch, but you know, a little bit tired. So I'm gonna sit down at the Timmy's. This is a City of Toronto building here. I wonder what this is. What's this here? Central Maintenance Company. City Property Department. Interesting. Almost at the end though. I'm surprised this wasn't longer, because now we're at 15 minutes of video, and I started at Northern Dancer and Woodbine. That's we're now at the end. Now I've been to that Starbucks location, but I'm not in the mood for that. So luckily there's a Timmy's. I think it's right. I think it's the same thing as the. I think it's in the same building as the Wendy's. I mean, it's not uncommon to see Wendy's and Tim Hortons in the same place. So here we are, Leslie Street. Oh man, we walked for a while, not really a long way, but you know, I had lunch before I left home, so it's here we are. So gonna end this video in the next 2 minutes here. Just gotta wait to cross, but there's a look down Leslie, and then there's of course a look west. Yeah, look, there's the remaining stumps from the old gardener. All right, so we're gonna go in here now, chillax for a little bit. So, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a great long weekend. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Take care. Adios, sayonara, and bye-bye.